We're hearing from the attorneys representing a family suing the Mecklenburg County Sheriff. This after their loved one, 25-year-old Russell Fincham, died inside the jail from fentanyl 2 years ago. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker spoke with those attorneys just hours ago. And so, Austin, they told you they think this was preventable.
Yeah, Vanessa, that's right. But to understand how we got here, let's break down that timeline. So first off, attorneys say that Fincham ingested fentanyl prior to being arrested. That was on July 3rd, 2022. Now, later on, he was then arrested, but again, it was not on drug charges. Now then, he was once inside the jail. He did make it aware to WellPath, the healthcare provider inside the jail, of when he used fentanyl, and the lawsuit alleges he started having withdrawals inside the jail. Now, 3 days later, sadly, on July 6, 2022, he did die inside. Now, that leads us to today. The family says protocol was not followed, and if the jail took proper steps of checking on him, he would still be here today. 2 years after 25-year-old Russell Fincham died of fentanyl intoxication inside the Mecklenburg County Jail,
that was something that could have been prevented.
A lawsuit is filed against Sheriff Garry McFadden. Ronard Dixon Jr. and Anthony Burts are representing Fincham's family, saying the jail was aware of Fincham's condition but did not take the necessary steps of observation.
He does notify medical staff that's there, as well as the intake process of he ingested half a gram of fentanyl prior to arriving into custody.
The suit alleges Fincham was placed into observation watch, where he vomited over 2 gallons of black bile due to opioid withdrawal from the evening of July 5th till the next morning at 7:30, and that morning exhibited signs of distress. And just before 9 a.m., he was pronounced dead.
The state regulation, they have to do pod tours. And those pod tours typically involve physical, and not typically, they shall include physical observation of each person that's in that pod.
According to North Carolina Administrative Code Section 10A, a jail shall have an officer make supervision rounds and observe each inmate at least 2 times every 60 minutes, with not more than 40 minutes in between rounds. Burts alleging that policy was not followed.
There were many of those rounds that were missed, and we believe that the detention officers, in fact, just scanned their badges on some of those rounds and didn't go through with the full observation by actually placing eyes on Mr. Fincham during that time period.
At this time, the family says they are using this tragedy as a step forward for jail reform.
If policies and customs are followed based upon the state regulations that have been in place, these deaths would not have occurred.
So no one else loses a loved one under someone else's watch. So we did reach out to the Sheriff's Department about this, and they tell us right now that they are not commenting on pending litigation. But in previous conversations with the sheriff, he does assure me that checks are not only important, but their staff takes them seriously. Now, in the coming weeks, we are sitting down one-on-one with Fincham's family. So stick with us right here on WCNC Charlotte. Vanessa, Colin.
All right, Austin, thank you.